How we doing, Rory? How we doing, Mike's Aviation? Just in time for the Emirates. I'm not even fully set up, but I've just noticed it coming round, so I thought it'd be best to just jump straight on. How we doing, Luke? How we doing, Debs? Hey, Denaya. I hope the sound's okay, guys. Here is that beautiful Emirates 777 leaving us now from Dublin. Let's go. Hey, Siobhan, how was your business trip? It was good, thank you, Rory. Hey, Lorraine, good to have you with us. We miss you when you can't make it on the streams. Here we go. Beautiful, beautiful shots of that Emirates 777 departure noise. When you see the vlog, it's going to be probably 2 weeks away, Debs. There's so much editing to be done. How are we doing, Airbird? Called up early, she did indeed. I'm not gonna lie, she took me a little bit by surprise there, that Emirates. So we've got a Ryanair on departure, and then we've got an Airbus A330 operated by Aer Lingus as that 777 makes its way over to Dubai. What did you think of Costa Teguise? Yeah, I enjoyed it. I don't know. For me personally, I think it has more to offer than Matagorda. I know other people will say different. Look, the thing is with Matagorda, it's the same as a lot of resorts on the Spanish islands, in Spain, and in the world in general, I suppose. People get used to where they've visited as children and been visiting for a long time. But Costa Teguise, it's got a beautiful square. When that market's on a Friday night, the atmosphere around there is really, really nice. Let me just quickly do something. Or not. Sorry guys, I just wanted to turn my hotspot on. Guys, you're going to have to apologise for the shakiness today. The wind here is absolutely brutal. Went spotting today, we had a Pacific 747, that was different. It's always nice when you get something different. Costa Teguise is much better. I can't wait to get back there. That's where my granddad's brother lives. No way. It's very windy here in Chile too. Yeah, the wind is awful here today. I have bought a new thing for my tripod. So I've now got flight radar on a separate holder on my tripod. I'm hands-free for all this jazz now. If it works. How helps if you turn your location on though. Here we go. So early here today at Dublin. Beautiful crossover shot there though. Just to clip where that's crossed over. Said it before, I'll say it again, I love the impact. Thank you there is that 737 up and away. Let's just see if we can find. Beautiful shots here today. What I would give to be back in Lanzarote right now. Arrival over there in the distance. I didn't have it tucked in my hood. Is that a little bit better? Next up, we've got a Boeing 737 operated by Ryanair heading over to Seville. It's the FR2703. It was good, thank you, Mike. Got a lot done while I was there, and I enjoyed it. I'm gonna have to sort this out in a second, though. We're a little bit shaky. Let's get this departure, and then we'll just tighten up. She's doing camel toe. I didn't see it until my last day. We'll get it next time. Right, guys, I'm gonna have to do something with this gimbal. I'm back on my tripod and everything's a little bit loose. Just bear with me 2 seconds. We will not miss anything. Should hold a little bit better. Where are we at? Okay, we've got an Airbus A330 heading over to Orlando, operated by Aer Lingus with that old livery. My uncle did it last year, camel spot into my little cousin's face. Yeah, last time I did a camel ride, I was a child, and I remember it spitting in my mum's face. It's hilarious then. It's hilarious thinking about it now. There is going to be a video going on to TikTok later on today with massive props to Ryanair. Their crew over in Lanzarote on Sunday night were outstanding inside that airport. Fair play to them, hats off to them for what they did, making people empty their bags when they were trying to board with ridiculous sized baggage. It's the way it needs to be. The baggage policy is very clear, very transparent. It was a full flight and there's people trying to get on with rucksacks that stick out 3 foot from their back. And then complaining because they were making them empty it and then literally kicking it into the, the bag size thing. Absolute nonsense. But to be fair to the Ryanair staff, they were charging people and it's only fair. So Ryanair, big up to you. We will post a video on TikTok about that. And there is also something else that I want to mention on TikTok regarding Ryanair and a suggestion that I want them to take seriously. And that suggestion is, I always pay for the most expensive seat on that plane in terms of I book extra legroom. That is the most expensive seat on that flight at the time you book. Now, it might be that a normal seat is more expensive if you book it the same day as departure. But overall, the most expensive seat on a flight with Ryanair is the extra legroom seat. Okay? Now, when I pay for extra legroom and I pay for the most expensive seat, pre-book my seat, anybody who is booking an emergency exit row, which is their extra legroom rows, you cannot have anything on the floor in front of you. Therefore, you should be guaranteed that the lockers above those seats are empty when you board. And you should be guaranteed that your bags go in to go into those lockers, okay? None of this where you're boarding, you pay for the premium seats, and then they're trying to make you put your bags halfway down a flight just because other people have travelled with these stupid big rucksacks. So fair play to the crew on board. They dealt with it well. Fair play to the crew in the airport. They dealt with it well because he was the one with the big rucksack was an absolute bellend. And then there was a mouthy woman that all the way down the air bridge trying to charge everybody €60 and it's a scam, it's a scam. It's not a scam, love. Ryanair have the most transparent baggage policy in the airline industry. You simply abide by the booking conditions and all is fine. And I'm sorry, but the argument of, well, I've been bringing this with me for the last 5 years, last 10 years, I travel 50 times a year. You should be grateful it's only cost you 60 quid once then. Anyway, rant over, we'll save it for the video on TikTok. I made a comment that said it violates your mod setting. Wonder what I said. Don't know, there isn't anything on there as a mod setting, so unless it's a generic thing, I haven't put any keywords in or anything, so. Hi Debs, camels aren't very polite, are they? Spitting indeed. Yeah, the camels. And they do them next time. We are a little bit quiet here now, just for the next few minutes or so. God, there's an old bus on the way past. I don't know, Denia. There's no keywords in there, so... Well, I don't think there is. Just entering service. What was the restaurant you posted up? Oh, it's the steakhouse on the square in Costa Teguise, Debs. Just behind the bandstand. There's a steakhouse. It was absolutely gorgeous. But one thing I will say is, if you're going on a Friday when the market's there, make sure you pre-book. They turned away no less than 12 tables while I was sat there. But the mixed grill was delicious. The prawns were really, really nice. For me personally, I like my garlic prawns with a little bit of chilli. I like chili prawns, chili garlic prawns the proper Spanish way. They lacked chili for me, but the prawns themselves were delicious. The garlic oil was nice. Fresh garlic cooked in there with them as well. Beautiful. What else can I say about that place? My only criticism of that place, and there was me, and there was 4 tables on the terrace around where I was sat, and all 4 of the guys not complained but mentioned it and ended up ordering extra. The portion of chips that you get is like a portion of hospital chips in England. You get about 6 chips. So if you are ordering like anything with chips, order an extra portion of chips. Now the market itself isn't great in the sense of there was only about 6 stalls. 4 of them were the lucky men. There was one selling feng shui crystals. I can't remember what the other one was selling. Oh, it was a cheap like toy stall. I can't remember what else there was. Sunday is the best market on the island in Teguise, not in Costa Teguise, in Teguise itself. If any of you are heading over to Lanzarote at all this year and you're staying in Costa Teguise, Porto del Carmen, Matagorda, do head in and see Marco at Bar Sin Nombre. Great local guy, works hard with both that and Ricola. Head in, say hello, have a chat with him. I love Sin Nombre. It's a good mix of Spanish and English in there, or Spanish and English speaking in there. The music I love because they play quite a bit of reggaeton as well as some of the English music. Do you know you have ads? Have they put them on, Debs? How long did it come on for? Five seconds. Okay. It all helps us out. I gotta watch 5 ads. No, you can skip them, no? Guys, I'm gonna be, as I always am, transparent with all of you. We are running ads on Twitch. And the reason we are is because we operate as a business. You all know that. I'm very open and honest about that fact. We operate as a business. I think it's the fairest way for me to do it. It gives you a little bit of a break from me for a few seconds over the hour. And it just helps us with that little bit of income. I don't want to be going down the point of where I'm having to, or not having to, but where the only way that we can earn money is through begging and gifting, because that isn't what we're about. We'll just stop the community. What do we have to pay to not see 5 ads? I'm not sure. I think if you're a subscriber, you get you're ad free. That's the way that's the way it works on Twitch. I haven't set them up, if I'm honest. Guys, it don't matter. I'll check. I forgot. I've got my new thing on my tripod. I can look myself. I wish I had a 3rd camera now to show you my setup. I just want to see if we are live on YouTube. We are indeed. There's 7 of you joining us on YouTube. Welcome on YouTube. I just want to try something. How we doing, Paul? Welcome. Paul's joined us on YouTube. Apologies for how shaky this is. It is mighty windy here today. Looks scorching hot in Dublin. It is Baltic here. It's $5.99 a month for ad-free. There we go. Windy in Greater Manchester. I just can't wait for this weather to just get back to something half normal. Can anybody see how many viewers we've currently got on Twitch for me, please? All right, big change from last week's weather. It certainly is. Mark, how are we doing? Cameraman got the shakes after night out. I wish I had 11 viewers on YouTube, 9 on Twitch. Thank you. I'm just going to pan around a little bit while we're waiting because the wind won't catch us quite as much, I don't think. Get yourself a discount for Sky. It's very blustery and cold here in rural Nottinghamshire today. Today we're going to be doing departures. Tomorrow we will be on arrivals. Thursday. Look at that, Denier subscribing. I don't know if that came up on your end, but it came up in the top corner with a little dino. You are indeed the first subscriber, Denier. Thank you so much. It does mean a lot. You also, I think it's the first 10, it might be the first 20 subscribers actually get a unique badge. You are, I forgot what it's called, but you keep the same badge all the time, forever now, where you're one of the OGs. Thank you so much, Denier. We've seen it. There's a lot of stuff that I still need to work out with Twitch. I'm going to work on it again tonight at some point. I was up till late last night with a mix of editing the vlog or starting to do some of the editing. Thank you, Helen. Thank you, Paul. Greatly appreciated over on YouTube. So I started some editing. I started doing a little bit with Twitch. There's a lot I still need to work out, but we will get there. I haven't forgotten about the quiz either. We will start doing a weekly quiz. For those of you that are interested in a little bit of fun. The quiz, unfortunately, will be exclusive to Twitch simply because the extension is on Twitch, and you won't be able to get, you won't be able to take part if you're watching it through YouTube. We might still dual stream, but obviously you'll just have to answer in your head. Just found this. Welcome, Paul. We're live a minimum of 6 days a week, usually 7 days a week. Our home base at the moment is Dublin. However, we are travelling a hell of a lot this year. We're back from Lanzarote. We came back on Sunday. We were live in Lanzarote last week. We've got at least another 11 trips this year. Big up, Mr. R. How we doing, Mick? Thank you for the subscription, my man. So we have got another 11 trips minimum planned for this year. And our home base will be changing in the next couple of months. More on that at a later date. I did too. Paul just got home from work and found this. Whereabouts in the UK are you, Helen and Mick? And Paul, where are you all? We have one main question. Us mods need to know how long will it take to post for the keyring. Big up laters, how we doing, bro? I'm just going to zoom out a little bit because the shaking might not be as bad. Change of home base. No, yes, change of home base is imminent. A very windy Chesterfield. One of my family are from, or lived in Chesterfield. Can't even remember his name. Kinda liked him that much, eh? Watching on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Dedication, haha. Looks lovely up there. It's loaded as fuck down here in Kildare. Yeah, it's windy though, laters. Like, massively windy. Looks like we've got an Airbus A330 on the move. Getting ready for its departure over to Boston. I'm protesting. Yeah, it's time for me to get on the move in the next couple of months. Being over in Lanzarote, it made me realise that I need to be back to warmer climes. Dublin will still be a second home for me. Obviously, I've got the house here. I will still be coming back, but it'll be probably 2 or 3 days every other week or whatever I'll be doing. Dublin, the rest of the time, will be in a warmer climate. The other thing is, as well, guys, big up to Paridi, how we doing? Welcome. Apologies if I've got your name incorrect. The other thing as well is, the wind here is just destroying me. It's destroying the quality of my streams, and I don't like it at all. So I'm wanting to get back to where we can do some amazing quality. Miami. Denia nailed it. We're heading to Miami. Good day from Melbourne. From Melbourne. How are we doing? Dejan in Melbourne. I don't know if Luke's still with us. We've got somebody else in from down under. Once again, apologies for the blustery conditions. There is very, very little I can do about this right now. I have actually thought, I don't know, do you think this is a stupid idea? I've actually thought, you know those windbreaks you can get for the beach? I've actually thought about getting one of them to set up around me when I'm streaming down here at Dublin. I don't know if I'll have an issue with like the popo and stuff though. Here we go. We have this Airbus A330 operated by Aer Lingus with that 2019 livery, the newest livery on the Aer Lingus fleets. Heading over to Boston. Good one in the USA. I have enough problems to focus on. Here we go. Enjoy this one. No, Dejan, unfortunately Qantas don't fly from Dublin. The other thing as well about moving home base is we're going to get more variation. As we all know, Dublin is great. It's a busy airport, but we're limited on carriers and we're limited on the types of aircraft. It was nice when I was over in Lanzarote to see some different carriers over there. For binter livery, if you are in Lanzarote or any of the Canaries, in fact, keep an eye out for the ATR 72-600s and the ATR 72-500s. They're the small twin propeller aircraft. Keep an eye out for them that are operated by binter. The livery on those binter aircraft is absolutely beautiful. Nice shot, thank you, Mr. R. Also, it's a lot better for your health. Yeah, like, Debs, I've struggled the last, probably last 7 or 8 months. My health hasn't been that good over here. Just being out in this cold, brutal conditions all the time isn't helping me. There's bound to be a job's worth for all want the planning permission. Exactly. Another one I have to see what. Yeah, the binter livery is beautiful. I think it is on one of the streams. Another thing while we're chatting away, if you are watching on Twitch, please can you clip anything that you think is interesting, anything that's good, because it helps us to get shown more on Twitch and get out there a little bit more. The more people that are clipping, the better. So anything that's interesting, if you've got any takeoffs and it looks like a good shot, just clip it. I'm not 100% sure how you do it, but I'm sure it comes up at your end. Hopefully the bit of sun helps. Yeah, it was nice. I'll be honest, it was cold while we were in Lanzarote, so if you are heading over there in the next week or so, just be prepared that it isn't hot. What about Air Serbia? Do you get that airline? Don't think we do get Air Serbia, no, Dejan. Next up, we've got an Airbus A320, again operated by Aer Lingus, this time with the old livery, heading over to Tenerife. It's EI764. If you're moving to Lanzarote, we'll meet up for some mini golf with little man. I'm not moving to Lanzarote. I have debated it. Gonna have some warm soup. I have debated Lanzarote. It just sort of defeats the purpose for me, because I want to move somewhere where we've got a little bit of variation. I'll tell you where I'm going to mainland Spain. But I want somewhere where I've got 3 or 4 different airports so that we can have varied content. There she goes, the A320 beginning that flight over to Tenerife. Boy, I wish I was on it. That wind is right in my face now, and it is brutal. Oh, ban you. What did I miss, Paul? I would mention you elsewhere, but I can't. Oh, I get what you mean, Paul. Paul, I got banned. Who's banned you? Moved to South Florida. Oh, I know, but I'll be honest, I want to stay really within around 3 hours of Ireland. But no, man, you're back on later. No, not today, laters. I've only doing one live today, one live tomorrow, then 2 lives Thursday, Friday, and probably Saturday we'll do a live, 2 lives on Sunday. Laters is actually starting a new job in February, so can we all wish him a good luck? Something that he's been looking at for a while. Congratulations, bro. And the best of luck when you do start, buddy. There we go. Missed something there. If I had the chance to move to Australia, I'd be gone in a second. I think mainland with multiple points of interest in airports would be good, and cheap flights too, yeah. Wondered why I don't see you on there. Speak to you tomorrow, bro. We'll catch up over the weekend. Someone mentioned another airport on there yesterday, nothing done. I'll be honest, I don't really understand why people get like it. The Zoo on Sunday was eventful. Shane tried climbing the barriers into the animals, no way. Can you explain more about clicking on things on Twitch? Paradiso, to be honest, I'm still working on it. I don't really know it myself. Great hello to the Irish brother. What a wonderful day in magical Dublin and such wonderful spotting. Thank you, Mirza. My chat is really small at this end. I can't actually see which flag it is. How are we doing, buddy? You alright? Yeah. Yeah, he's gone today with school. I'm anxious how he got on. Oh dear. We've got a Qatar on taxi. We've got Strange Media just arrived as well. Check them out on YouTube, please, guys. Yeah. Yeah, Paul, I don't really understand why people are like, especially not on Twitch and YouTube, because we should all be supporting each other in this community, not... Look, the thing is, people get bored of watching the same airport all the time. You're not always live. Why not help other creators out? Bosnia, big up to Mirza in Bosnia. Wasn't just to say I watched a bit yesterday. Looking forward to this. Qatar Airways Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner beginning its journey over to Doha. I'll listen to the Irish news to see if little lad has led his classmates into the lion's den. Big up to Toon Fun. How we doing? Welcome to you over on YouTube. Agree 100%. Lift each other up. Don't tear each other down. Exactly, Denia. I know we have 48 days for Shane's. You'll get it. It'll be there. We did have a bit of an issue with our merch, guys. the suppliers that we were using, they weren't great. We have got new merch launching. However, it is going to be coming directly through Streamlabs, simply because I've used them before and I know they deliver. Now, there is roughly a 2-week delivery time on Streamlabs merch, but it's good quality and it does arrive. Here we go, this Qatar is ready now. Just turning onto the runway, will be leaving us any second now. Tell me their sizes first is stretched. Helen, you've done nothing wrong. Yes, certainly. It's harmless and almost a mod elsewhere. Crazy. Don't understand it. Just about the same size as Mini-Me. No way, Debs. Here we go. No, Debs. Nothing at all. I don't only see such a dinky Qatar in the UK. It's the biggest Qatar we get here, really. The 787. Hopefully we'll have some on board when we go to Birmingham. Yeah, it seems to be something that the airlines have almost cut back on a little bit. You used to get them on every flight. How are we doing, Lucas? Welcome. Don't forget, guys, if you are over in Lanzarote and you've got 10-15 minutes spare and you're anywhere near the airport, do check out the museum there. It's literally on the airport grounds. It's the original terminal. It is quite interesting. It does only take 10 or 15 minutes, though. I think it's open 10 till 2, Monday to Saturday. It's free entry. It's just worth a little look. Here we go. We've got FR1964 heading over to Eindhoven. It's a Boeing 737 operated by the best short-haul airline in Europe, Ryanair. No, Aer Lingus does. Yeah, Ryanair, I think they've cut back on a lot of their models. I've not really seen them on anything. They used to hand out wings. British Airways do a lot of them, or they always did. Yeah, that's back in the day. And I remember when I used to fly as a kid, they always used to give you like a little pack. Got a bit of action here now. Airbus A320neo this time, heading over to London Heathrow, EI 168, operated by Aer Lingus. The Sky Sail had 15 seconds now. There should only be 2 sets of ads in the hour, I think. They just pop up with no warning. See, tomorrow we're going to come. Tomorrow I'll stream direct through Streamlabs. I'm on Prism at the moment. Just because I wanted to get on quickly because the Emirates was departing literally as I was trying to set up. On Streamlabs, it gives me a 3-minute warning before they come on, or a minute warning or something. Here we go, we've got an Airbus A321 operated by Aviation heading over to Paris. It was nice to see that there wasn't any major disruption caused by the Spanish air traffic control strikes yesterday. Wow, this wind. Pop-up adverts are good during the bad jokes. When the ad pops up, they can't see or hear anything. So miss whatever you say. Ah, I didn't realise. Yeah, well, tomorrow we'll go on to Streamlabs. The breaks are actually quite handy for me because it just gives me a couple of minutes to like have a drink and stuff. Well, things have got very sinister in Dublin then. I would feel good too. It's supposed to be a friendly stream. Neve Bay, I'm not sure what that is. I think you've put like a sticker or something, but it doesn't come through because it doesn't come through at my end. Anyways, I've got to go. Have a nice day, everyone. You too, Dev. Say hello to Shane for us. Hey, Neve. Right, just give me a couple of minutes to have a quick drink, guys. I'm just going to mute the mic because otherwise the wind noise is going to be awful. Sorry guys, I'm back. Just grabbing a quick drink. And then I had a quick chat with somebody who came down, Strange Media. How are we doing, Hayden? Apologies for all the comments that I missed. How are we doing, Snake? Dublin Airport is quite a big airport. There's the two terminals here. It's not the biggest airport in the world, but you certainly know if you land with Ryanair, you know you've landed in a decent sized airport with a walk back to security. It's a busy airport. Hey Anita. Getting quite a lot of new viewers over on YouTube today. It's nice to see you all for the first time. You probably will notice we are a little bit different in the way that we stream here at WTF Live Daily. I love aviation. I love plane spotting. I love watching the aircraft. I find it so relaxing. But we don't get massively technical. It is more about having a community where we can all just come every day, have a chat, enjoy the planes, and have a bit of a laugh together. We don't take life too seriously here. Here we go. This was my flight a week ago today. I was on this flight heading over to Lanzarote with Ryanair. What I would do to be back on it right now. And Beat Roots around. He still appears on TikTok every now and again. We will still be doing a few lives on TikTok. Not very many, but we'll do a few. Hey, Henry. How are we doing, Bobby? Here we go. These lucky people heading over to Lanzarote. Got this 737. I was lucky. I got on one of the newest aircraft on the Ryanair fleet, the 737 MAX HGO registration last week. Pleasure, my friend. What's your name? Sorry, guys. I should have introduced myself. How very, very rude of me. My name's Adam. I set WTF Live Daily up in April of last year, actually on my birthday, the 5th of April last year, over on TikTok. We grew very, very quickly over there, 43,000 followers over on TikTok, and had a great time over there. And then things just changed for the worse with TikTok. A lot of it is my own fault. I refused to get involved in the whole begging and battles and stuff like that over on TikTok. And they restricted my lives to an extent. We dropped from averaging 800 viewers, constant viewers, and around a 1,400 peak on every live, down to where they were struggling to allow me to have 100 viewers. And in the end, I just said enough's enough. Let's move over to Twitch, move over to YouTube, and be able to stream in better quality. It's nice to meet all of you guys that are joining us for the first time. Helen, Paul, Bobby, Mick, every single one of you over there on YouTube. Next up, we've got an A320neo, this time heading over to Cairo, operated by Egypt Air. We are live almost every day of the week. Most weeks we do 7 days, but we guarantee a minimum of 6 days, unless obviously I'm desperately unwell. We do 6 days of live action. Sometimes it's 1 live per day, sometimes it's 2 or 3 lives per day. Today we've just got the one. We're going to be with you until around 3:30 or thereabouts. And then tomorrow we have 1 live, starting around the same time, around 1:30 until around 3:30. Thursday there will be 2 lives. It will be probably 1:30 until around 3:30, and then 4:30 until around 5:30. What's your name on TikTok? WTF_live_daily, or if you just type in WTF live daily, you will find us. It's a black logo with a red plane circling the name. What's the temperature there? It's cold in Blackpool. I'm not 100% sure what the temperature is here today. I'll have a quick look for you. It's saying 14 degrees. It is no more. No, that's not here. That's in my other home. That's in Calamore. It is 0 degrees here now. 0 degrees right here. No, it's not. That hasn't updated. I take that back. It's 8 degrees here today. I didn't think it felt like 0. It's got a real feel of probably around 4 or 5 degrees. Well, I love this livery, if it's the unusual one. I like all of Egypt liveries. I'll be there, Adam. Thank you, Paul. How's your dog? I bet she was pleased to see you back. She was. She was sat behind the door waiting for me. She heard the car when I arrived back. Beautiful Egypt Air A320 Neo. 7 degrees in Bolton. The dog is doing a lot better now. And I actually think I've got some information on who did it to her. But we will see what comes from that. I believe the vet that cared for her when she was going through all that is actually heading over to the Caribbean later this year. Certainly wants to be with the amount of money they charged. Here we go, we'll catch this A330 just as it comes in over the ATC tower, coming in from Bordeaux. Aer Lingus operating an A330 in from Bordeaux. Don't see it all that often. Nice stream this, Adam. Thank you, Paul. Like I say, we are very, very new to YouTube and Twitch. We're still trying to grow our community across these 2 platforms. We had a big community. We still have a big community over on TikTok. So it's all a work in progress across YouTube and Twitch right now. But we are getting there, and it's nice to see some new friendly faces joining us. Like I say, we are a little bit different to a lot of streams in the sense that we don't get very technical. There she is. She's down. And I know my streams are not for everybody because I do just ramble on at times. I have a chat about everything and not just aviation. We have a chat about everything. And some people get a little bit bored. They don't like my voice. That's fine. Just turn the volume down and enjoy the stream. Watching from Manchester in the UK. Big up to Delhi. facing the hit and run drive with your pooch. I'm not 100% sure. I've heard something though. Don't forget, guys, feel free to share the live out. It's difficult to share the live out, but share information about the live across any Facebook groups or anything like that that you're on with. Oh, Delhi, it seems all UK viewers are tuning in from the north. I'm from Doncaster originally. Left. Other streams ramble at them. I left the UK probably around 15 years ago now. Currently based over in Ireland. Soon heading back over to the sun. Back over to Spain, my real home for the last 9 years. Get back over there, get some sun, bring some more varied action across the airports in Spain. We will get over to Manchester at some point as well, because I do like the Manchester Visitor Centre. Get over to Leeds Bradford, one of my favourite airports in Europe. Mainly because the fish and chip shop just up the road, Murgatroyd, is my favourite. Spain is really your home. Yeah, I call Spain home. I'm happier in Spain than I've ever been anywhere. Like I say, I think it's actually 11 years living in Spain. There's been a year or 18 months out because of being back in Ireland, sorting a few things out. But I love it over in Spain. The welcome that you get there. I don't know. Right, we are. I'm liking what I see on this stream. Thank you, Helen. I love Alicante, yeah. I lived in Benidorm. When I first moved to Spain, I actually lived in Benidorm, in Rincon. And I was there for, I think I stayed there 18 months. Good friend of mine ran 4 bars out there. I stayed there for about 18 months. Then headed over to Ibiza. Lived in Ibiza for a while. Then back over to mainland Spain, to Murcia. To the Mar Menor. Then I find the last place I was living was actually over in Mallorca. Do you speak any Spanish? I speak enough. It's crazy because if I'm speaking to Spanish people in Spain, or not in Spain, if I'm speaking to Spanish speakers, I speak quite fluent Spanish. I understand almost every word of Spanish. But when I haven't been there for a while, I lose it a little bit. When I was over in Lanzarote last week, I was speaking Spanish again. So it was just nice. I'm going back to Benidorm next year for a month. When are you going, Paul? We're going to talk openly here. That's what we're about. We're a fun-friendly community. We have our forum as well, WTFlivedaily.com. That is undergoing a little bit of maintenance at the moment. Here we go. We've got this ATR 72600 operated by Aer Lingus with that 2019 livery. If you ever get the chance to fly in the winter from Leeds Bradford with Aer Lingus into Dublin, you will probably get an ATR 72600. And I absolutely love them. A lot of people don't like them simply because they're such small aircraft. But if you enjoy the thrill of flying and the turbulence, the landings that you can get coming into Dublin on an ATR are out of this world. September maybe. I can't fathom being able to move from country to country, which I could do that. Yeah, it's a little bit more difficult now because of Brexit. I'm fortunate because I lived in Spain for so long. I've got businesses in Spain, and I've got residencia, so I can come and go to Spain and the Spanish islands as frequently as I want for as long as I want. But they have made it a little bit difficult. Yeah, Hayden, they fly them all year round, but if you want the thrill of the turbulence and the windy landings, really the highest chance you've got is if you can get a flight in the winter. I think I found my favourite stream. Thank you, Paul. The kind words do mean a lot to me. We've had a difficult few months. People who are joining us from TikTok will know that. And I'll be honest, I lost my passion a little bit because of it. We went through an episode of being trolled, simply because we wouldn't beg on stream. And I was treated very badly by TikTok as an organisation, and I lost my passion for my streaming. It's back now. And everybody who's joining us that is usually on our TikTok will have noticed the difference. I'm back to how I used to be. I look forward to coming to stream every day, regardless of how brutal the weather is right now. It is absolutely freezing, by the way. I actually look forward to coming to stream every day now. And that's what it's about. Yes, it's a business, but I have to be enjoying my streaming. Here we go. We've got this Gulfstream 650. No flight information held by flight radar, unfortunately. I once flew into Leeds from Heathrow 100. Had 3 attempts at landing and diverted to Teesside. It was a better ride than any roller coaster. They're the sort of flights I like. Weather can only get better, Adam. It can't get much worse. Although that being said, Paul, we were here not so long ago, only a few weeks ago now, and we were actually streaming in the snow, hail, sleet, rain. As long as my equipment doesn't get too wet, I'm happy to. Well, I'm not happy, but I will stream in the rain. Plus, we can only stay 90 and 180. Yeah, they have made it a lot more difficult. One thing I will say, though, maybe I shouldn't really be saying this on the stream, but I'm going to say it anyway. When you're landing, especially into Spanish territory, yeah? When you get to passport control, be extra friendly with the Guardia Civil that are stamping your passports, because there's a hell of a lot of them that are actually asking people, would you like us to stamp your passport or not? We're enjoying your stream too. Good luck for the future. Thank you, Helen. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, so it's always worth being extra friendly with them. You never know, because if they don't stamp your passport, it doesn't activate your 90-day clause. Sorry guys, I missed that one. Another ATR regional, this time heading over to Glasgow. There is another trick that you can use if you want to avoid the 90 days as well. It'll cost you a little bit more money, possibly. And it works at least 70% of the time. Fly into Spain. I'm only talking about Spain. I don't know about the rest of Europe. But if you fly into Spain from Dublin, 70% of the time, they won't even attempt to stamp your passport. Because they look at the passports and just see them as the same colour. They literally just glance, and because the whole flight is coming in from Dublin, they don't actually say anything unless you mention, oh, it's a British passport. I can barely see my Dublin stamp. I was sad. It was sad about Flybe, yeah. Unfortunately, it's another budget airline that haven't made it. Yeah, the way it works today is they stamp you. As a UK passport holder, you're supposed to be getting your passport stamped every time you enter the EU, excluding Dublin, excluding the Republic of Ireland. You're supposed to get your passport stamped, and that activates your 90 days. So if you get it stamped on the way in, say you're there for 7 days, that's 7 days of your 90 and 180 that have been used. You then get stamped again for another 14 days, so you're up to 21 days. However, I still, to this point, and I've travelled quite frequently since Brexit, I have still never seen any border official actually flick through the passport and add the days up. It's not an electronic process at the moment. It is simply going by stamps. Now, obviously, for the average person, it's probably not going to have that much of an impact because most people can't have more than 90 days holiday in 180 days. But people it will be affecting is what we love to call the snowbirds when we're over in Spain. The people that spend the summer in England and then the winter in the warmer climes of Spain. It will be affecting them if they haven't got residency. Sounds odd. Yeah, in Europe, that's the way it is working at the moment. Like I say, the biggest tip if you want to avoid the 90 days is fly out through Dublin. If you fly in on a flight that's come from Ireland, they're not scanning your passport, they're not stamping your passport, they're literally just assuming. If you hand it to them open, they literally just look at your photo and they assume you're part of the Irish passport holders. But back to Flybe, it's a shame to see another low-cost airline going bust. Flybe have been on the brink a few times though. That one of their issues was they just didn't have the volume of routes, and the routes that they did have, it's very difficult for anybody to compete with Ryanair. They sort of, if you're going to operate a low-cost airline now, you sort of need to be inventive of your routes and try and find a low-cost solution to destinations that Ryanair don't fly frequently to. I think this facial recognition is going to make it automated. Now, yeah, facial recognition will come in eventually. But it's not there yet. What have we got? We've got a Cessna 525 Citation operated by Naljets heading up to Belfast. Great advice. I haven't been abroad for 12 years and I'm planning to do so soon, just as I get a new passport. Right, guys, I'm just going to quickly wipe this lens because the moisture in the air is affecting us now. I do apologise, I didn't actually realise that was up. My passport actually expires in 2025. That is the other thing, that there was one person that I've seen, not this trip, it was my Amsterdam trip. Just be aware, guys, if you are travelling on a UK passport, you need to make sure that you've got enough validity on that passport for travelling inside the EU as well now. It's something that we almost took for granted for many years. A lot of places it's 6 months, some places it's 3 months. So just double check your destination as well, guys. What time you on tomorrow? Paul, one thing you'll realise with me is I say a time and it's somewhere around that time. I'm aiming for 1:30 start tomorrow. It'll be sometime between 1:30 and 2. I actually live about an hour and 10 minutes away from the airport, and it all depends on the traffic on the way in. Because I come up the main motorway into Dublin, or towards Dublin, which is the capital city, obviously. I think it has to be valid for 6 months now. There we go. Welcome, Mark. Did the strong winds, sandstorms affect your equipment? No. This new gimbal that I've got is extremely good. This wind is really pushing it now, but I haven't changed my motor settings back to Dublin yet because I literally jumped on. The minute I pulled up today, the Emirates started taxiing, so I jumped live straight away, so I haven't changed any of the settings on my gimbal. I actually think the wind was calmer in Lanzarote, bizarrely, than it is here today. I will just zoom out and just give you a quick look around. We have zero shelter here. There's the terminal buildings in the distance. The old air traffic control tower, and then the new tower there as well. As we pan round, you might just be able to work it out in the distance. The Wicklow Mountains just there behind us. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in shot or not. And then as we continue panning around, you can see just how open we are. There is literally nothing. Big up to Thomas Jenkins. Thank you for becoming a subscriber. Greatly appreciated. And then just continue passing around. That's the compound for the construction workers. And then, where is it? Just in the distance there, you can see a van parked. And that is the official. Big up Mark Webbo. Thank you for subscribing. Just in the distance there, you can see a white transit van minibus. That's the official spotting area for the new North Runway. This is a new runway at Dublin. It's great just for if you want to just come down and watch the aircraft. It's fantastic. It's a hard standing, proper lay-by parking area off of the road. It's not ideal for streaming or filming, simply because Keeling's farm shop and their main warehouse and factory is literally at the side of it, and you get a lot of lorries up and down the road, so it does block your shot. We will be on arrivals on tomorrow's live, guys. So we'll probably be on runway 28. Do get a little bit more shelter up there. Just call me Webbo. What time are we at? About 8 more minutes left, and then I will be jumping off. So if you would like to join me tomorrow, it would be greatly appreciated. We'll be live from around 1:30 till 2, between 1:30 and 2 o'clock. We'll be with you until around 3:30 tomorrow. Once again, thank you to all the new people that have joined us over on YouTube and Twitch today. We've had a lot of new viewers on both platforms. We do greatly appreciate your support. It makes it a lot more interesting for me doing these streams when I've got people to interact with. Are you Irish? No, I'm English. Shame I had to stay with us. I can't. I've got to be away from here for around 3:30, 3:45 at the latest. I've got things to do today. Don't forget, guys, if you are watching us on YouTube and you haven't already done it, please do hit that subscribe button and give the live a thumbs up for me, because we are still trying to grow on YouTube. The more likes we get on lives, the more likes we get on our videos on there as well, the more we will get pushed out. How are we doing, Pedro? We'll stay on until, I tell you what, we'll stay on until 3:40. So we'll do another 15 minutes. I do just need to grab a drink from the car though, because my throat is like it's got razor blades in it. 1 second. Pedro lives in Bray. I was at Bray for the air display this year, or last year. Did you say you're from Doncaster? I'm going there tomorrow. We're having fish and chips at the race course. I am from Doncaster. The best fish and chip shop in Doncaster used to be Cantley Fisheries. And mushy peas from there to die for. You need some gum or cough drops. Denia, the issue I've got isn't, there's nothing wrong with my throat or anything. It's just that whenever I travel, it's the forced air. It just gets you a little bit dry. Plus, I think I was asleep with my mouth open on the plane for about 10 minutes on the way back, which probably didn't help. Playing a quick 501. I didn't play any darts while I was away. I am heading over to Germany later this year for the World Cup of Darts, Hayden. Taking my old boy with me. Somebody's got to carry my bags, haven't they? So I'm going there for the Saturday and the Sunday. Did you do any karaoke? I didn't. I'll be honest, it was a very different trip this year. Well, this time. I only really drank 2 days. I had a couple of drinks, but like only had, the first night I arrived, I had a few beers. And then the last night I had a few beers. I just didn't really do any karaoke. I didn't do any. It's not really. I just didn't do any. Okay, here we go. We've got FR840. It's a Ryanair Boeing 737 heading over to Edinburgh. Love a game. I love my darts. I'm Portuguese but live in Ireland for over 16 years now. One place I haven't been is Portugal. We got about that 737 making its way over to Edinburgh. Maybe a bit early in the season for Paradiso. Lanzarote is very, very busy at the moment. It is a winter sun destination as well. Beautiful shot there heading up into those clouds. I just had so much to do while I was there. I was filming for the vlog. And I also had the car, so I had to be a bit careful for driving the next day. Beginning that right hand bank there at 700 feet. From Yorkshire originally. Where from, Paul? Just while I was speaking about cars, I will be posting a video about them on TikTok this week. There's a few videos. There's 2 about Ryanair going up this week, and there'll be 1 about the car hire company. How are we doing, Steve? Welcome. If you need car hire in Spain, especially on the islands, check out Cicar, C-I-C-A-R. They are the way that car rental in Europe should be done. C-I-C-A-R. The price that they quote you online is one of the cheapest prices you'll find. But more importantly, the price they quote you is the price that you pay. None of this rubbish about we're blocking €1,200 on a credit card or getting there and them trying to upsell your premium insurance. No, no, no. You get there, you give them your driving license, you pay your money, you drive away. That is it, as simple as that. My car hire I got a discounted rate, but my car hire should have been €183 for 5 days. With an SUV, so it was great value. It included full insurance and everything, so check them out if you are needing car hire in Lanzarote, any of the Spanish islands. They do also operate on mainland as well, and it is full insurance, 0 excess, 0 deposit. I'll try and make your channel grow, Adam. Thank you, Paul, it's greatly appreciated. I lived in Santry, Dublin 9 for 8 years, just 10 minutes drive from Dublin. I know Santry. Different, yeah, it's definitely a different demographic this time of year. I noticed that it's an older demographic over in Lanzarote right now. Oh, that's dirt cheap. Yeah, I thought it was cheap. Don't get me wrong, I could have got it cheaper through them. I didn't pay that price. That's what it should have been. I got it a little bit cheaper, I will be honest with you, like I am about everything. But it was, I think it was meant to be 183 or 184 euro. Thank you, Helen. But you could have got like a Fiat 500, for example, you could have had for 5 days, and I think that was 121 euros, including full insurance and everything. They don't even take a fuel deposit from you. So simple. Literally, I got off the plane, I walked up to the desk, handed my driving license over, tapped the new Revolut card, the metal Revolut card that they kindly sent me for free. They handed me the keys and I was away. Here we go, we've got the ATR 72600. We've got the guy just got himself a new BMW, doing circuits of this road. Manchester Town. Yeah, all the info will be in the vlogs. We will have a discount code from the various places. Coming, I should be here in time for the vlog, to be fair. Welcome, Sugar Wing. Don't forget, guys, if you're watching on Twitch, please do work out how to clip, because it does help us to get pushed into the algorithm a little bit more if we've got clips. Plus, it gives a little bit of content on there. Hi, best wishes from Germany. Welcome all the way from Germany. I'm there in June, I believe it is, coming over for the World Cup of Darts. Be there. Be at the darts on the Saturday and the Sunday sessions. There for the finals. I've got something that I will be putting some varied content on this year, especially with me going back over to Spain. I'm decided, and you're going to think I'm really boring probably, but I've decided I'm going to start playing bowls again. I miss my bowls, played them with my granddad as a child, and last time I was living on mainland Spain, I played for the club. I actually had the bar and restaurant on a bowls club. I played for them and I really enjoyed it, so I'm going to start playing bowls again when I get back. Green bowls, not 10-pin bowling. So I will film some content for that. We might even maybe start streaming some of the live matches. Obviously, it's not going to be for everybody. Drop the thumbs up. Thank you, Webbo. It is indeed Sugar Wing. I've got to say, I will be honest, Paul, I am quite good. Something that runs in the family. My family are from a small village in Lincolnshire called Potter Hamworth. And it's not there anymore, sadly. But club in the village. And obviously, you know, like in golf club or anything like that, they put the winners of all the tournaments and stuff on the wall. You used to walk in and all you used to see was my surname on that wall. Not my name, my surname. Granddad, God rest his soul. But all up there. My dad was actually quite a good bowler. Here we go, we've got this BM wanting to show off again. Let's get him one last time. He keeps on coming around, he wants us to show him. He's not doing it this time. That guy in that BM is actually about 60. Is this just a one-off stream from Dublin? No, we're live every day from Dublin. It is our home base at the moment. I do have another one of the next vlogs. It's not probably going to be the next one, but one of the upcoming vlogs, and we'll go live as well while we're doing it. It's a little bit different. It's not aviation, but it is travel based. I'm going to do the Netherlands by train, I think. I really enjoyed the rail network when I went over to Amsterdam. At the end of last year, I really enjoyed the rail network. I think it's brilliant. It's so functional, it's so reliable and easy to navigate. I think I'm going to do the Netherlands by train. So that's just something a little bit different. Here we go, we're heading over to London Heathrow now on this Airbus A320 operated by Aer Lingus. you're only just joining, we do have our quiz night launching very, very soon. I'm going to put some merch up for grabs, I think, as a prize. To take part, it will, unfortunately, to take part, it'll be on Twitch. It's going to be free to take part. You will have to take part on Twitch because the extension, like the software that we use, is exclusive to Twitch. We might still broadcast it across both platforms like we are right now, Twitch and YouTube. But to take part, you will probably have to be on Twitch unless I can work out a way of doing it. But yeah, it's just a little bit of fun, something to keep everybody entertained one night a week or one night a fortnight possibly. It's all about keeping us entertained. That's what we're about. Trains in the UK, no, trains in the UK are absolutely shocking. I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of public transport, but I landed at Schiphol and I could not believe how easy it was to use the rail network over there. Next up, we have FR5459, operated by Ryanair, heading over to Santiago, and it's a Boeing 737. When that's starting out, it's probably going to be next week, Paul. I've got quite a lot, well, I've got an awful amount of editing to do for the vlog that I've just filmed in Lanzarote, which I'll be doing this week. So we'll probably do the first quiz next week. Plus, I just want to play about with it a little bit so that I master it before we go live with it. You never know, if you happen to spot me live at 2 o'clock in the morning one night, it's probably me hoping that nobody comes on and views while I just play with the quiz. I don't know how to explain it. It's an extension within Streamline. It's automated, but it requires I love a little steam train. Steam train. I miss North York Moors. Get on at Gothland, where Heartbeat was filmed. Go down to Pickering. Get off, have a nice scone at the station. Tenerife bound in May. Whoop whoop. What time are we at? Right, guys, this is going to be the last flight of this live. I do need to make a move. And it's heading over to Birmingham. Wow, it's cold here. North York Moors is one of the best, yeah. I love North York Moors. There's something about that place that's just magical. Welcome to everybody that's watching us on Twitch as well. The views are a lot higher. Or they're creeping up there, which is what we like to see. Sorry guys, I got all tangled up. I nearly Nearly strangled myself there. Wild and beautiful. I love York. Yeah, Hayden, do not apologise. You know what we're about. You know us better than that. Here we go. We've got this A320 with that 2019 Aer Lingus livery heading over to Birmingham. Shortly begin that right-hand bank. Just approaching 700 feet now. There she is, beginning that turn. Okay guys, once again, thank you for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure having all of you in my company while I've been watching these planes and enjoying my day. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great evening. Stay safe, stay warm, stay blessed wherever you are in the world. We'll be back live from around 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. If you are watching us on YouTube and you haven't already hit that subscribe button, please do hit it. It helps us massively, and give it the thumbs up. If you're watching us on Twitch, thank you for joining us. And thank you to each and every one of you for interacting with me today. It's been a pleasure. Take care, stay safe, stay blessed. Big love.